Hey, Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com, and in this video I want to give you an overview of the Facebook Pixel. So right now I am at the Facebook's page which talks about the Facebook Pixel. Basically, Facebook Pixel is a JavaScript code which you can place on all the pages of your website just like a Google Analytics code, and this single universal code helps you achieve a lot of different things for which there used to be separate different codes previously. For example, with the Facebook Pixel, you can do three major things. One is conversion tracking, one is optimization, and one is remarketing. So earlier, Facebook used to give us something called a conversion tracking code, which we used to place on our website. And this conversion tracking code was specific for different conversions. For example, if you want to track if customers are paying on your website, after customers pay on your website, they would land on a thank you page or order confirmation page. So when you have a conversion tracking code there, Facebook would be able to figure out that this particular customer has come from an ad click and he has converted here. So to explain how it works, let me just pull out a blog post that I have published a while back. So I recommend that you read this blog post as well, the complete guide to Facebook Pixel for digital marketers. So here how conversion tracking pixels work. So usually when you place any conversion tracking pixel or JavaScript code on the thank you page, what happens is that when users are clicking on an ad and users are using the same browser for the entire journey. So let's say in this case the users click on an ad. So here is the website where the ad is displayed and they come to a landing page. So Facebook can track which user it is because um, let's say this website is Facebook, and since this website is Facebook knows that which is that user. So here they come to the landing page, they sign up on the landing page, and then they go to the thank you page. Here in the thank you page, there will be a tracking pixel or a tracking code through which Facebook can find out whether this particular user has converted or not. So why do we use conversion pixels in the first place? So let's say there are two websites. So here this is one website and this is another website, or you can also consider this as two variations of the same ad. So let's say this is ad A and this is ad B, and ad A drives 100 clicks, ad B drives 100 clicks, and end of the day let's say you have got 50 leads. So how do you find out which ad has performed better? So that is why conversion tracking pixel works. So this conversion tracking pixel can track where this particular clicks came from. So 20 came from this ad and 30 has come from this ad. So now you know that whether this website or this particular ad has performed better because it has driven 30 leads from 100 clicks and this has driven only 20 leads from 100 clicks. So that is the point of conversion tracking. And what Facebook Pixel does is that it combines conversion tracking, optimization, and remarketing. And there is also more features such as audience insights. You could get more insights into your audience by the Facebook Pixel. So I believe that you would have experimented with Google Analytics. So Google Analytics, what it does is that it basically tracks all the visitors to your website, right? Each and every page, the analytics code is there and it tracks all the visitors. So Facebook Pixel does something similar, and if you want to do conversion tracking, all you have to do is set up a conversion event, and since Facebook Pixel is already there, it would automatically get become a conversion event. You don't need to install any separate code for each and every conversion event. So I know that it might be a little bit confusing right now, but let's look at the examples. Let's go into my ads manager, and if you have any doubts, it will become clearer there. So let's go into the ads manager. So here I have set up a new account in my brother's name just to show you how Facebook Pixel setup works. So here is what it says. So first is creating your pixel. Facebook Pixel for your account lets you measure conversions, optimize ads and valuable actions, create audiences for remarketing. And then you have to install the code on your website and then you can choose your actions. To get started, let's click on create a pixel. So let's say this is you can give a name for the pixel, agree to Facebook pixel terms and conditions, and click on create a pixel. So now the pixel is ready. They also give you a pixel ID. So let's say install pixel now, and here we have got the Facebook pixel. So if I click on it, it has been copied to the dashboard, and this is something that I have to place on every page on my website. So basically there is only one pixel available for each account, and you could set up the same pixel in multiple websites if you want. So there is an option called advanced matching. I recommend that you switch it on. So sometimes what happens, your tracking is not 100% accurate because of browser issues. So here what advanced matching says is that information from your pixel will be used to match website actions with Facebook people. This helps increase the effectiveness of conversion reporting, ad optimization, and targeting. So this is a useful feature, so you can turn it on, and you can go ahead and click on setup events. So here there are different events for conversion tracking, and this is a bit technical, which we will get back to later. So right now our Facebook pixel has been created. So let's click on done, and now it is waiting for me to install the code before I can go ahead and do any other actions. So once you log in into the ads manager, pixel is basically available from the drop down menu under assets, and you click on pixels. That's where you access pixels from. And once you have set up the pixels, the next step is to set up audiences. So let me click on audiences. So here there are three types of audiences: custom audience, lookalike audience, and saved audience. So this is something we will get deeper into on the lesson about audiences, but Facebook pixel basically helps you create these audiences based on the behavior. So custom audience is something that you upload. If you have a list of email IDs, let's say you have 10,000 subscribers on your site, that is a custom audience for you. You can go ahead and create a custom audience by uploading uh, your contacts. So here it says you can create a custom audience from your customer contacts, or you can create custom audience from your website traffic as well. So that is where the Facebook pixel helps. Or you can create a custom audience from a list of your mobile app users. So if you upload customer contacts, what will happen is that, let's say you have an email list of 10,000 people. What will happen here is that not all the 10,000 people will match exactly with Facebook, because some people will be using a different email ID than what they have given to Facebook. So from what I have seen, around 60 to 80% of the contacts will get matched. And if you want to run ads only for a specific set of existing subscribers or existing customers, you can use custom audience. So lookalike audience is basically a feature where Facebook takes into account a lot of different information available in your account, and it goes ahead and create audiences which are similar to your audience. So let's say you create a custom audience, and then you can go ahead and create lookalike audiences based on your custom audience. So if you have 10,000 customer email IDs, you can go ahead and create a lookalike audience which will be, let's say, 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, and the demographic of these people will be similar to the custom audience that you have created. So this is very powerful when you want to go ahead and get new customers from Facebook, because these new customers obviously will have similar demographic like your existing customers. So saved audience is basically an audience that you filter and save. Like in the ads manager, if you go ahead and create a set of audience, let's say top 8 cities in India, and this is the age group, and these are the interests that they should be interested in, and you want to use the same set of audience for multiple ads, you can go ahead and create a saved audience. So these are different types of audiences. And so here we have something called custom conversions. Custom conversions is something that you have to set up, and again this is based on the Facebook pixel. So let's say I go ahead and click on create custom conversion. So what happens is that, so here you can see there is a red dot here, because the red dot indicates that the pixel has not been installed yet. So once it has been installed, what will happen is that, let's say we have a blog, and let's say uh, let's say it is your website.com slash thank you.html. So let's say people visit this page. So if people visit this page, um, let's say after customer pays, they automatically go to this thank you page. So if they go to this page, let's say it's a purchase. So here you can create category as purchase, mention this is where the customer should land, and click on next, and your custom conversion will be created. So where custom conversions will help is that when you are running ads, you can mention that you want to optimize this whole ad for conversions. So if Facebook shows the ad to 10,000 people and 1,000 different people clicks on the ad and 100 people end up in the thank you page, which is the conversion, then Facebook will go ahead and try to show ads who are more like these first 100 people, so that the chances of conversion increases, right? So if you optimize the ad for clicks, then Facebook will try to deliver more clicks but will not focus on conversions. So running conversion optimized ads are very important, and that is something we will also look at in the future lessons. But in this lesson, we are just having an overview of Pixel and where Pixel helps. So that's about it about the Facebook Pixel. It's just a code from your Facebook ad account, and you go ahead and install that code on your website. So it helps you create these custom audiences. With custom audiences, you can do retargeting, you can track the conversions, and there are something called audience insights, which also helps you in audience insights have a deeper look into who your audience is. And you can use Pixel to optimize your ad for conversions as well. So that's about it for the Facebook Pixel. I would also like you to have a look inside my account. So here I am inside my account. So you can see that there is a tab called Facebook Pixel and Conversion Tracking Pixel, which is old. So obviously, if you are setting up your account in a fresh way, you don't need to worry about the old Conversion Tracking Pixel. Facebook Pixel is what you need. And here you can see there has been 20,900 pixel fires in the past 7 days alone for my website. So here what happens is that how many pixel fires every day you can see 3.3k, 3.2k. So every website visit, and every time someone visits my website, and if it is a Facebook user who has logged into Facebook using the same browser, then Facebook knows that this particular Facebook user has visited my website and visited this particular page. So here you can go ahead and click on URLs, and when you click on URLs, you will be able to see the different URLs that people are visiting in my website. So here you can see this is a major page which people land on after they subscribe for my free course. So in the last 7 days, this many times Pixel has fired, then the home page, and then the top pages in my website basically, right? And if you look at the domains, so as I said, you can go ahead and install the Pixel on multiple websites of yours, and here you can see which are all the domains which are firing the Pixel. So here you can see 20,652 from my primary domain digitaldeepak.com, and these websites are basically spam. So sometimes what happens, some people copy your website code, put it on their website, and sometimes it gets fired in a wrong way, but you can safely ignore it. You need not really worry about it. Let's look at devices. So here you can see where the pixels are firing. So it also gives you an insights about what devices your users use. So desktop, Android phone, iPad, Android tablet, and you can see the number of conversions here as well. So let's get into audience insights. So if you click on audience insights, so Facebook Pixel, if you just want to use it for audience insights, that alone is a very good way to get a lot of insights into your audience. You can click on everyone on Facebook or a custom audience that you have built, let's say custom audience. And what is a custom audience? Let's say 180 days of website visitors. So this is an audience segment I have created, and let's remove United States. So Audience Insights gives you insights about your audience, because now that you have installed Facebook Pixel on your website, and Facebook can track most of the Facebook users who visit your website. And even if you don't advertise on Facebook at all, even if you don't set up conversion tracking, or even if you don't do any retargeting, just by installing the Facebook Pixel, you can get valuable data out from this thing called Audience Insights. So you can see what is the age group of people visiting my website, what is the gender split. So 26% of people who visit my website are women, 75% are men, and their age group is in 25 to 34. So that is my um, major age group. And here you can go ahead and get a lot of information such as relationship status. So 58% of the people who visit my website are single people, around 9% are in a relationship. So these are like, extremely valuable info, because you can craft your communication and your products, understanding who your target audience is, what their motivations are. So let's say I am adding another set of custom audience. Let's say people who have subscribed to my digital marketing course. So people who subscribe to my digital marketing course are, you can see 80 to 24 or more, and 25 to 34 are a little bit less. And you can see it's 81% men and 19% women compared to the previous statistics, right? And again here you can see 67% are single people. So a lot of insights, you can play around this Audience Insights tool. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will dive deeper specifically into custom audiences, creating the ad, optimizing the ad for conversion optimization, how to retargeting, and a lot more other topics. So finally, you can go ahead and read this article at digitaldeepak.com. Just go ahead and search for Pixel here in the search bar, and you will get this article about Facebook Pixel. Or you can just go to guide to Facebook Pixel URL directly. So I will see you in the next video, and thanks for watching this lesson. Bye bye.